Stacy Holzheimer here with Bank of North Dakota. Thanks for tuning in again today. I am here on the campus of Valley City State University with Carrie Bodine. She is the Career Services Coordinator here at Valley City. Today we're continuing our series again about college, and we are going to visit about finding a job on campus or a work-study job. So as a reminder, Bank of North Dakota is live every Tuesday at 4 o'clock Central Time, so don't forget to like us on Facebook. If you find this video helpful, certainly share it. If you've got questions or comments, comment down below, and we are happy to help answer any questions that you have. So like I said, today we're at Valley City going to talk about finding campus jobs. So thank you for joining us today, Carrie.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, absolutely. So for a lot of students, myself included, when I was in college, having a job or going to college isn't necessarily an option. It's just something that has to be done.
Right.
And having a position on campus is awesome because a lot of times it can be flexible, right?
Yep.
As far as your class schedule goes. So can you tell me a little bit about Valley City State University's Career Services Center, and then your position as well within the college?
Yep. Career Services is available to all of our students, whether you're online or on campus, and I work with students in any capacity when they're looking for their career development. So whether they're freshmen who are trying to decide on a career path or a major, all the way through internships, skill development, volunteer opportunities, and then when seniors are looking for their full-time career position or getting into grad school as a senior, we have special services available for them as well.
Awesome. So do you help with like resume services for students when they're in college and when they're out of college? Do they need a resume when they're in, like, applying for campus jobs, or how does that work?
Yeah, I help students with their resumes. I can help at any time. We don't require students who are looking for on-campus positions to have a resume. There's an online application process through Viking Vacancies is our system, and they can include their skills, their job preferences, their year in school, and their major and whatnot.
Okay.
But if they're looking for off-campus positions or career positions, I am still available to help with that resume.
Awesome. Thank you for that clarification. So next question, if a student is interested in a campus job, how do they go about looking for these jobs? Where do they find them?
We do have positions available, a list of positions that we hire on campus online under the Career Services page.
Okay.
It's also under the Viking Vacancies link.
Okay.
But if they want to find a position and know who's hiring at any given time, they can just stop by my office or contact me directly. Offices or departments who are hiring will let me know that they're searching and ask for applications.
Okay, awesome. And so you had said this is going to be similar throughout the state of North Dakota as well. So throughout the different campuses within North Dakota, they've got career services centers, so make very sure to touch base with your career services center if you've got questions, or if you're looking for a job or a job yourself, if you're obviously not right at Valley City here. So tell me a little bit about how that work-study job, work-study or on-campus job, I guess, works. Can it be super flexible with like your class schedule?
Yep. Campus tends to be a little bit more flexible than off-campus positions. Okay. Students can come to work in between classes, or if a student athlete wants to have a position on campus, they still can, just because of the flexibility that we offer. A lot of our student athletes will have like groundskeeping or building positions where they can come in and clean after practice or after a game on the weekends and such. So we do have something for everybody, and we try to be as flexible as we can for that.
That's awesome. So I didn't even think about that. So then, yeah, they can still be working, but work that specifically into their schedule.
Yep.
What about year-round? Are these positions year-round or just during the school year, or how does that work?
We hire positions all year round. So if a student is on campus during the summer, or if they're doing an internship in town and they still want a little bit of extra cash, they can still work during the summer or Christmas break if they choose to.
Nice. So that leads me to, we hear it all the time. So work study, on-campus job, I mean, are they the same thing? Are they different? What is the difference between them?
Workstudy, you have to qualify through the FAFSA form, and it's based on financial need. So if you are a Workstudy student, you get a guaranteed position that's assigned to you for 10 hours per week. And on-campus positions, you can work up to 20 hours per week, but it doesn't have to be 20 hours. Some of our athletic game staff might only work during games, so it might only be 6 hours a week or something along those lines. But it's all about what the student is looking for and what time commitment they have available on top of their class schedules or activities or sports themselves.
Okay. So if you don't have work study, there may be other positions available that you don't need work study.
Yep.
Right? Okay. So you've got a job. You were able to get a campus position. Is this a position that you'll have throughout your entire time at school? Say you're at school for 4 or 5 years. Will you have the same job every year? Do you have to reapply for it every year? How does that work?
If the student wants to stay in the same position over 4 years, a lot of the supervisors would prefer to keep the same students just so that the knowledge, the skills, and everything is still, you've already learned it, you know it, so we'll keep you as long as we can. But if a student is, for example, working in athletics and they're a business administration major, they can always apply for something in the business office. Like if the student graduates and there's a sudden vacancy, they hire fewer students in the office, but might have an opportunity to apply a little bit later instead of just when they're a freshman.
Yeah. And I suppose that too, if you find a position and you're able to get it within the field that you're going to school for, it's great for resume building too, right?
Yep, especially if they are looking to build those skills, say cash handling or transactions and such, that you might not get if you're a building services position or IT help desk position.
Sure, absolutely. Well, that makes total sense. And when we were visiting before, you said a lot of times it's who you know on campus too, right? So if you're a really good student, there might be like a professor that wants you to help with their lab or something, is that right?
Yep, some of our faculty members will hire students to work in the lab and set up or clean up the lab before or after classes. And so if you get to know your professors, if you get to know staff on campus, it might help you get a position that you're looking for or in your field, and you never know what staff might ask around and say, do you have any recommendations on a student I can hire?
Oh, sure.
And this is kind of a little bit of what they'd be doing or what skill set I'm looking for. Do you know anybody? So it is all about who you know on campus, just to get a little bit of that competitive edge.
Absolutely. And Carrie, that brings up a good point too. When you're done with school, it's a lot about who you know, the more involved you are within your community, the more networking you do, a lot of times you find different opportunities.
And we encourage that all the way from freshman through senior year
to be involved,
start early and get to know as many people as you can and build those relationships early.
And that's great advice. And for freshmen, it can be a little scary and intimidating, but it's like when I visit with my preschooler, if you don't know someone, be their friend, and then you'll have a friend as well. And by that you're able to really start developing that network. So, well, Carrie, thank you so much for being with us today. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you for coming.
Absolutely. Is there anything that I've missed? Any other pieces of advice or information that you feel is important to share?
Just be careful of everything that you're representing as a student employee. You're always going to be representing BCSU, and you never know what employers or networks might know you through staff and people that are knowing you on campus. So even in the offices, in your departments, you're representing BCSU, and we want to have a positive image, and we want to build your professional image early, and knowing what's okay and what's not as far as being on the job.
Absolutely. And that's something I had said earlier when we did one of these Facebook Lives a couple months ago, is in preparing for school, you make very sure that your filtering what you're putting on social media too, because once it's out there forever, even if you think it's going to be deleted. So, well, thank you. Appreciate you taking the time today.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you guys all for watching us and learning more about how to find campus positions. Hope everyone has a great week and enjoys the day. It's a beautiful day here in Valley City. It's like 90 degrees. It feels like the middle of summer, so it's awesome. Join me. I'll be live with Facebook next Tuesday. Again, we're live every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Central Time here with Bank of North Dakota. If you've got any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below in the comments and we will reach back out to you later. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.